guys, what's up? It's me, MJFANGIRL, and today we are going to be doing a Q&A video. Stay tuned! We got some good questions in, and I can't wait for you to hear my answers. You are now watching MJFANGIRL TV. Okay, so before I get started, if you don't know who I am, my name is MJFANGIRL, and I make videos here on YouTube for the Michael Jackson fan community. I do a lot of travel videos, merchandise, event reviews, and of course, vlogs with my Michael Jackson fan friends. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell, otherwise YouTube won't let you know when I upload, so hit that bell. I just got in from work and I thought, I want to film a video, but I have no idea what to film, so I thought it would be a great time to do a Q&A. I try to do a Q&A every few months on this channel, and we are way overdue. I asked you guys on Instagram for questions, so let's get into them. What is your all-time favorite Michael Jackson performance? That's a hard question, but I would have to say that I love Man in the Mirror from the Dangerous Live in Bucharest tour. If you have not seen that, you have to. It's just so electrifying, and I love how Michael is just like really into it. Who is your favorite Jackson other than Michael? I would honestly say that I can't choose. I love all the Jacksons. Like, I literally grew up with a poster of like all 9 siblings in my locker when I was in 8th grade. So yeah, I can't choose, but I will say that I've seen the Jacksons in concert like 5 or 6 times, and I've also seen Janet in concert 4 times. So I just love all the Jacksons. They're awesome too. What do you think is the most iconic Michael Jackson era? Iconic? Honestly, I would have to say Thriller. Are there any more Michael Jackson related places you would like to visit? Yes, I do plan on going to the train station where they filmed Bad, and filming a vlog there, but the side of the track that he filmed Bad on is actually closed down for construction. I've been waiting almost a year now to see if it ever opens up, but yeah, I'd love to do a Bad video, Bad themed video. If you have any places that you'd like me to go or that you can suggest, let me know, because I'm always down to explore. What is your favorite Michael Jackson era? Michael Jackson era is definitely gonna be either a tie between Dangerous and like the mid-70s. What are you going to do for June 25th? What are you going to do for June 25th? What are you going to do for June 25th? By the time you're watching this video, June 25th is probably like 2 or 3 days away, so you'll see. Make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram and also on Facebook if you would like to see what I'm doing on that day. But I definitely plan on being somewhere with fans on that day. How does Michael Jackson inspire you? Well, I actually have a video about this on my channel, but just to give you guys a brief overview, Michael Jackson inspires me to be a hard worker. He inspires me to chase my dreams. He inspires me to be a giving person, to give back to people although they may not be able to ever repay you or give you back anything in return. He has taught me how to love and how to just be a kind and graceful person. I think above all, Michael Jackson has taught me to be a kind and graceful person. I just think that he just embodied such grace and humility, and you know, with everything that he's been through, and I really admire that about him the most, I'd say. What songs do you like better live than album version? I love Heartbreak Hotel live. I love Lovely One live. But I think my favorite song live has got to be Workin' Day and Night. How does Michael Jackson inspire you? Well, I actually have a video about this on my channel, but just to give you guys a brief overview, Michael Jackson inspires me to be a hard worker. He inspires me to chase my dreams. He inspires me to be a giving person, to give back to people although they may not be able to ever repay you or give you back anything in return. He has taught me how to love and how to just be a kind and graceful person. I think above all, Michael Jackson has taught me to be a kind and graceful person. I just think that he just embodied such grace and humility, and you know, with everything that he's been through, and I really admire that about him the most, I'd say. Can you try and dance like Michael right now? I don't think you guys want to see that. Maybe I'll do something this summer. It'll be totally playing around though, because one thing that I'm not good at is dancing, and I don't know if you guys know this. Some of you might, if you're my personal friends. Shout out to you guys. I dislocated my knee trying to do the dance routine from Remember the Time. True story. And I was on crutches and like totally immobile for months, and that was not fun. How did you react when Conrad Murray was released from jail? How did you react when the verdict for Conrad Murray? I have to be honest with you guys, I didn't follow that trial. Like, after Michael Jackson passed away, I just wasn't, like, to me, nothing about trying Conrad Murray or throwing him in jail forever, none of it would have been justice to me because Michael's still gone. So that's no offense to anyone who actually watched it. I think that, you know, kudos to you for having the strength to do it. I couldn't keep up with it. If you could bring Michael back to life, would you? Now, for selfish reasons, I would say, yeah, like I love, you know, the period of time that I was a fan when Michael Jackson was alive. I would love for him to be back with his family. I know his family misses him so much. I would love for him to be able to see his kids graduate through college and get married and have all those life milestones. So I would say yes, but at the same time, you know, look at what goes on these days with like social media and the way that this culture, cancel culture, and you know, people being able to create a whole documentary full of things that are, you know, pretty much lies, proven lies. So in a way, I feel like Michael's in a better place. If you could go to one Michael Jackson concert, what concert would it be? I honestly think I would love to go to the Triumph Tour. Yeah, I feel like that would have been more enjoyable for me than anything else, but that changes from moment to moment. My favorite tour is the Dangerous Tour, but in terms of what I would want to be at, I think it would be something earlier in Michael's career, because I don't know how long I would be able to hang out in the stadium arena setting and just be okay. Someone actually wrote in a comment on a video, like, what would you do if you had to go to the bathroom? And I have no idea. Like, diapers? Depends. Hold it. Like, what did people do? Are you someone? Do you know someone, or are you someone who went to one of those stadium concerts? Please let me know how you handle the bathroom situation. I'm really curious to know. How old were you when Michael Jackson died? How old was I? So in 2009, I was 22. What's the most difficult thing to you of being a Michael Jackson fan? So to me, honestly, the most difficult part of being a fan is not really to do with Michael, it's to do with everyone else. Like, I love Michael Jackson. He's been a part of my life since I was a kid. I love his music. Listening to him makes me happy. Wearing shirts with him makes me happy. And I hate to have to like fight, you know? And I think that Michael Jackson fans have this like activism in them. You know, Michael said that his fans are activists, and like I get it, and I get like the appeal of like wanting to like fight and everything, and there's a time and a place for sure. I know that like with the documentary a few months ago, it was totally, completely necessary to be able to debunk naysayers and to be able to defend Michael when his character is being assassinated while he's no longer here. However, I almost feel like, and there's another fan that was talking to me about this and was saying that the Michael Jackson fan community may be its own echo chamber in a way. Because at times I feel like we're so ready to pounce and fight that that's all we do. And like, that's the most difficult thing to me, is that like, you know, sometimes I don't want to fight. Sometimes I just want to listen to, you know, Heartbreaker and Invincible and Unbreakable. You know, I just want to listen to Off the Wall. Like, I just want to listen to music. And sometimes I feel like in the fan community, there's this thought that if you don't fight, that you're not a true fan or that you're not loyal to Michael. And I feel like there's room for all types of fans. You know, I wouldn't be a good fan to go and debate anyone. I definitely wouldn't have been a good lawyer. I sucked at debate club. I'm just not good at it, you know? I'm good at vlogging and travel vlogs and talking about merch and talking about my experiences. That's me. And to have to always fight, not only like against naysayers, but against other fans that like want you to like prove your fandom through this like, you know, oh, you're not standing up for this and you're not standing up for that. Like, dude, what if we just want to watch Thriller? Like, what if we just want to watch Thriller? Like, what's bad about that? Have you ever thought that you would stop loving or be a Michael fan when you grew up? So I have never thought that I would stop being a Michael Jackson fan because I'm someone that has gone through tons of phases. I'll give you a list of like all the groups that I used to love. I used to love the Spice Girls. I had an NSYNC moment. I had a time where I loved that fake group that they made on MTV together. I loved B2K. I've gone through a lot of phases. I've also loved certain actors. I used to have like an obsession with Marlon Brando at one point. I loved Judy Garland. Like, I have gone through phases with television shows. I used to love Will and Grace, and then at one time I used to love My Wife and Kids, and then at one time I used to love the show Martin, which I still love. But I'm just telling you guys, I have gone through so many phases in my life, and Michael Jackson has always just been a constant for me. So in a way, I did think that my fandom would evolve and it would just become more of something in the background. But as time has gone on, since Michael Jackson passed away, and since I see what's being done with his legacy and how he's being talked about in the media, it made me feel like I wanted to create a platform where I could speak about him from my experience as a fan, and a fan who was active in the fan community while he was alive, but towards the later years. And I feel like because of that, that's also helped me to channel my fandom in a creative way. And that's why I'm still like so heavy into the Michael Jackson fan world and just everything surrounding Michael and his music because of the MJFANGIRL platform that I've created. But I have always expected to love Michael Jackson because I just feel like, you know, I grew up with Michael Jackson's poster, Billie Jean poster, on the back of my nursery door. So he was there when I first got there, and I'm sure he'll be there till the end in my heart. Thoughts on Dangerous 25 not being released? I don't really care. Leave me a comment below if you had expectations for Dangerous 25, or if you had things that you expected the estate to do for the 25th anniversary of Dangerous. I have the Dangerous short films DVD. I have the Dangerous album. Like, I really don't know. I have the Ultimate Collection. Like, I don't know what else can be done. I would love for Michael's albums to be celebrated. However, I also come from the standpoint of longevity, and if I think about the longevity of his career and his legacy, you know, they're still releasing new Beatles albums and new Elvis albums and collections, and I think that if they rush to do everything right away, that there might not be as much anticipation, you know, 50 years down the line. I would like to see Dangerous 50. Alright, so next question, do you like Beyonce? Yes, I do like Beyonce. I have seen her in concert 4 times. I'm not really a fan of like the more recent music, but I like her a lot. How much do you think Michael loved his fans? I think he loved us a lot. Have you ever been or plan to visit Neverland or the Jackson home in Gary, Indiana? Neither one of those, you guys. And I actually have had the opportunity to go to Neverland, and I have not been able to like commit to it and just go, and my friends are probably gonna kill me because some of them are actually going, and I'm not able to make the trip, so that sucks. But I do hope to go to both Neverland and Gary, Indiana to see the original Jackson home on 2300 Jackson Street, and I hope to go there either sometime this year or early next. What is your most precious piece of Michael Jackson memorabilia? Alright, so that's a hard one, but I think that my most precious item in my collection is gonna be my ticket from when I went to go see Michael Jackson and the Brothers live at the 30th anniversary show in September 10th of 2001. So I think that's the most precious because it's you know, it's my personal ticket from when I went to go see Michael. Were you scared of watching Thriller as a kid? I actually was not scared of watching Thriller, but my sister, my younger sister, she'll probably kill me for this, she was scared. She used to literally like sit, watch, and then as soon as Michael goes, "Get away!" she would like jump up and run and like jump onto my grandparents' bed, because we used to go to my grandparents' house on the weekends as kids, and I would always be watching something Michael Jackson related, and yeah, it was just so cute. She used to be scared of Thriller. Have you ever met Michael Jackson? No, I have not met Michael Jackson, unfortunately. I would have loved to have met him though. When is the next Jackson's album review coming, and will you review solo albums next? Do the Michael Jackson solo albums at some point, but I would like to get all of the Jacksons and perhaps Jackson 5 albums out of the way first. And the only reason I say that is because like I really want to do a good job when I do a review of Michael Jackson's solo albums. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the information that you guys want, that I'm providing content that's like educational and informative, but at the same time I want to make sure that like my thoughts and everything that I'm saying in the video is really well thought out, because I just feel like those solo albums really deserve the extra attention. So my goal is before the end of the summer to do the rest of the Jacksons album reviews, and then I'll move on to some Jackson 5, and then I'll think about doing some of these solo albums. What sort of take should the Michael Jackson estate go if they release any new music? I really don't know, you guys. I have no idea whether there's new music or not or able to be released. I hear different things, like it feels like all the time, so I really don't know. I would love for all albums to have the same format as Escape, where you have the originals and then you have the produced ones, so that we can hear exactly where Michael was going with them. But I heard Austin Brown, who is Michael Jackson's nephew, say this before, and I completely agree that unfinished work is unfinished, and Michael didn't want it released. So I honestly, instead of just like being hungry for new music, like I would like some new footage or behind the scenes footage or something like that. I don't really care to hear new Michael Jackson music, because to me it's not Michael Jackson music if he didn't actually finish it and feel proud of it to release it, you know? So I know a lot of people disagree with that, but that's just how I have always been. Alright you guys, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that Q&A video. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel if you're interested in seeing what I'm doing this summer. I hope to be filming a lot more vlogs and fun stuff, and yeah, I think you guys should subscribe. Make sure that you're also hitting the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know when I upload, and check out my new video right here. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.